be on my knees.
Something so absolutely
Alright.
that you wish you could do magic to. Believe it or not.
Two elastics. One over here, both very solid, very real. We're gonna do something really cool with them. Check it out. Watch. Two rubber bands, if I just touch them together, you're gonna see both rubber bands melt through each other and link. Like that. See that? They've actually linked together. Really, they've linked. Check it out. The only way to get them apart is if we just get a little blow like this. Like that. Both rubber bands melt. There's a security measure in some shops, actually one of these little velvet cords here. They sometimes hang this from the ceiling to ensure that hooped objects such as this ring are stolen. But they're not very secure, especially for a magician. I'll show you what I mean. What I'll do is I'll take the ring in one hand and the cord in the other. I'm just going to stick the cord through the ring just like that. So both the ring and the cord are linked together. Nice and solid. But watch, if I just massage like this, the ring melts straight through. I'll do it again. Maybe you think I didn't actually put the ring through the cord, but I did, and I'll prove it to you. I'll take the ring, just dip it right inside. You can see it's really going in. I'll just dip it right through. Okay? Right through. Only one way to get it off, and that's if you pull. Like that, it comes off, and if I wanted to get it back on, I could as well. See? Some people think when I do that part, though, I actually take it and I drop it into my hand, but that's not what happens, and I'll show you, actually. We'll take the ring, put the cord over here for a second. I can actually make it go through anything. For example, my finger, yeah. Actually, it's gone. Really, it's gone. That's okay. We do have a spare right over here. We can use this one. Alright? Do it one last time. One last time. Under test conditions, we'll place the ring right there on the center of my palm. It's on, right? No question. I want you to hold on to the ends for me. Hold on nice and securely. Now, you have the only way out right now. There's no way I can get through that. But if I just give it a little massage, look. It melts straight through. Vanishes. Right there. Look at that. Look at that. Hi. I'm going to do a really special card trick for you today, but before we begin, before I tell you more about it, just please pull out any card you'd like. Grab one out of there. Oh, look at that. Very choosy. Take a look at the cards. Have you got it in mind? You do. Sure? I'll take that card, I'll stick it right in the middle of the deck. Like that. Just cut it right in. Now I'm going to do for you the world's most dangerous card trick. That's right, the world's most dangerous card trick. It's been done for hundreds of years. What happens in this trick is a magician would have a card picked, just like I did with you. Then the card would be lost in the deck, just like I just did just now. Then the deck would be shuffled, just like I'm doing right now. Then the magician would lay the cards on his hand, he'd toss them all up into the air, they'd all go into this big cloud of fluttering cards. Then the magician would take a sword out of his pocket, he'd stab the sword right into the middle of the cluster of cards, and stab one card. One card right on the end of the sword, and the one card that he stabbed would be the, hello, what's going on? So as you can see, well, you probably heard in the background in that last little clip, mall security caught us. Yeah, that's right. So even though we weren't performing for anybody and we were just doing it for ourselves, trying to keep it a little bit more discreet, he still caught us and, well, we can't be in there anymore. So we're just going to walk around and see it. Marco, I'm going to show you a really ancient card trick. But before we do that, actually, I want you to just grab a card out of there for me, anyone you like. Good choice. Take a look. Have you got the card in mind? Alright, is it alright if I see the card? Okay. Two of hearts. Good card. We'll take that card. I'll very slowly push it right to the middle of the deck. Okay? Fair? Now, I'll tell you what I'm going to do now. I'm going to do actually the world's most dangerous card trick. That's right, the world's most dangerous card trick. It's been done for hundreds of years. What happens is, a card is chosen from the deck, just like you did. Then the card is lost in the deck, just like I just did. Then the deck is shuffled, just like I'm doing right now. After that, the magician would take the cards, lay them flat on his hand, toss them into the air. The cards would go everywhere in a big, humongous, fluttering cluster. Then the magician would take a sword out of his pocket, he'd take the sword, he'd stab it right into the middle of the cards, and he'd stab one card right on the end of the sword. And the one card he stabbed on the end of the sword was always the card that they picked. Very amazing. I'm going to do the same thing, but a little bit differently, and that's for two reasons. One, because I'm not a fan of poking myself in the eye with a sword, and two, because I'm not a fan of cleaning up big messes. And that's what'll happen if I toss the cards everywhere. So, to keep it all neat and tidy, I'm just going to take a rubber band, which I have conveniently wrapped around my hand, and we're just going to encircle the deck. So, no fuss, no muss, no mess. Like that. So no cards can get in, and no cards can get out. They're locked inside. Now, we need, of course, a sword, right? Do you see my sword right here, Marco? It's sitting right there. Do you see it? It's actually invisible. It's an imaginary sword. If I take the sword in this hand and the deck in one hand, watch, I toss a sword up into the air and catch it right in the deck. Just like that. You can see one sword has actually impaled the deck. Your imagination must have been pretty good because the sword has become real. It's actually split right through the rubber band, right on top of a single playing card. What was your card again?
2 of diamonds.
Oh, you mean the 2 of hearts?
Right.
Right! You're in the romance section. Hey, stop. 2 stoplights. Check this out. Watch them. Wait for it. Cut.